the next thing we'll do, if you just roll to your right side and come up to sitting. And I'm going to take this away. Now, I'm going to have you sit up on a stack of blankets now, and then I'll sit in front of you and kind of coach you through this next piece. And this is a one that can only be called shoulder therapy. I mean, it's just really to target a reorganization of the upper trapezius muscles, which tend to try to do everything for us, and yours have certainly been doing a lot, because all of this has really been calling on these upper traps, upper rhomboids. So we're going to try to teach these to calm a bit more, and the sort of the lower trapezius, lower rhomboids, serratus muscles, these are all going to be affected by this kind of reorganization that we're going to do. So if you sit here facing that way, I don't know how used to sitting sort of cross-legged, how used to that you are, but I just want to get you as comfortable as possible. How does that feel? Because you can always sit in a chair. It's certainly not necessary that you sit. How does that feel?
This feels really good.
It's not a strain for the upper back?
No.
Or the lower back? Okay. So I'll sit right in front of you, and this is what we do. Let's take the right hand and put it up on top of the right shoulder. That's it. Now, I want you to bring your left hand right to the tip of your right elbow. Not only is it there, but it's completely supporting that elbow. In other words, if you took this hand away, that would fall. That's how much you're supporting. So in other words, let your right shoulder completely relax.
Okay.
Now, as you do this, it might be a good idea to close your eyes and just soften your right shoulder. So right underneath your right hand, what you feel is a relaxation. What you feel is that the shoulder, the upper trapezius muscles here, have realized they don't have to hold this arm up. So are they starting to let go?
They are.
Okay. And it probably takes a little convincing for them, because they really do take charge quite a bit. Yeah. So when they have softened, when you can really feel that they've softened, and what I like to do is I like to use my own right hand as a massage tool and just squeeze. And you know where the upper traps are. You just lift them up and squeeze them and make sure that they know to stay calm. Once you feel that, then slowly, sort of secretly, take your left hand away and see if the right elbow can stay where it is without those upper traps tightening at all. The elbow stays right up there where it is.
So something else has to take over here.
Something else has to take over. Here's a clue. Draw the bottom tip of your right shoulder blade down your back and into your back rib cage. Can you feel that? I'm going to come right behind you.
That's a difficult one.
It is. And the difficulty level shows you just how much these have believed they're in charge. So I'm asking these muscles now, right under here, to wake up and go, oh, okay, if I drop down and pull in, I can give some support that will eventually tell these they don't have to be so tight. Can you feel that a little bit? Good. Now, that's step 2. Now we're going to start slowly, as you bring that hand away.
Okay.
There you go. And these stay soft, and this stays down. Now, can you put that left hand back on the right elbow again and press the right elbow straight back until you feel the head of this arm bone come right into this shoulder blade. So press back and back. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Beautiful. This stays soft, this stays long, and this stays down, and you're breathing. So just a gentle pulling back, pulling back. You okay so far?
Yeah.
All right, because we're going to go a little further with this. You tell me if it's becoming too much, all right? Now, this hand comes away. The head of that arm bone stays way back there. This can relax. Now, as you start to swing this elbow slowly out to the side, and the chest does not go with it, so your chest is going to stay faced forward, but the elbow starts to slowly swing out to the side. Good, good. As you do that, can you let the bottom tip of the shoulder blade pull down and down and down? And this area soften and open to let that elbow travel out. Good.
It's quite a workout.
Yes, it is. It looks so easy. It's definitely not, because we're calling upon the shoulder to not do what it's done, but to do what it's never done, or it doesn't remember doing, but we're reminding it. Now, once that elbow comes as far out to the side as your body allows, then we start to let the elbow rise up, as if that elbow tip is going to point right up at the ceiling at a sort of diagonal. And as that elbow tip rises, the fingertips come to the back of the neck. So I want you to bring your fingertips to the cervical spine and remind the neck to stay really long. This stays soft. This swings up, but this pulls down. So in essence, you're feeling the head of the arm bone pull down. Can you feel that?
Yes.
It's doing it beautifully, but the arm slips out and up, and the serratus muscles, see, this is where the serratus and lower rhomboids are really working here. Ah, good. And now let's let that go. Let's not overcook that too much. And then relax. Okay. So that's pretty detailed. Yeah? And I'd suggest that you do it on both sides. So let's sort of quickly, I'll sit in front of you. Sometimes that helps a little bit more. So here we start. Fingertips come here. This is, you'll see how I'm kind of using my hand. Right hand comes up to support the elbow. I soften the left shoulder completely. Let it fall, let it fall, let it fall, till I feel these are very soft. Then, with the right hand, I'm going to press the elbow straight back until I feel the head of my arm bone pulled deeply back into the back of the shoulder joint. Then I'm going to see if I can dare to bring the right hand away. The elbow stays where it is, and hopefully that shoulder stays soft under my hand. If that's true, I can begin carrying the elbow out. Now the fingers come to touch the cervical spine to remind the neck to stay very long. And what I'm doing in the back body, I'm pulling the lower tip of the shoulder blade down and toward the spine, kind of like you did on the blanket roll.
Right.
So that blanket roll preceding this will really going to help you feel, what are my shoulder blades doing? Then as the elbow comes out to the side, not letting my chest move with it, as I swing the elbow up, this is where I really have to draw the shoulder blade down at the lower tip and swing it in. Lengthen the neck, broaden the collarbones, take the top of the throat back and up. Ah. And then release. And I think one of the most important parts when you're working with something very challenging like that is to stop at the end and see where the breath goes. See if the breath finds its way into the sensations that are the body's response to the action. And then, of course, just rolling the shoulders, just a slight circular, easy movement, just to kind of even things out. And then relax. Yeah. So this is what I would suggest to start with.
Okay.
If we had more time, we would go into some things weight bearing. But right now, I would not suggest that, not in the beginning of the process.
And also, because of my tennis elbow, I'm trying to avoid some of that weight bearing.
Absolutely. I would back off that until you're symptom free, until the inflammation is quieted completely, before you ever do that.
Okay.
I would just work with these and work with that, letting the spine get really long and the shoulder girdle get really quiet and really wide. You know, let that be the vision for you.
Okay.
Let my chest be really open, really relaxed, a lot of space. And hopefully these things I've given you are going to kind of move you toward that. Yeah.
I think they will.
Yeah. Yeah. So are there any questions?
Not right now.
Okay.
No, this is a lot.
This is a lot.
It's a lot
So
to work with.
it is a lot to work with. We'll stop there. And so we have each other's contact information. Please, as you work with these things, if you have any questions, email me, because it's not hard for me to recreate an instruction in writing for you if that's what you need.
Okay.
All right?
Super.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you. Namaste.